Tribal Synergy deck earlier. Let's jump into this match because I apparently hit the play button just slightly too early.
All right, but no worries. We're going to see the now Utracjusz now in turn now in the player one position
Yeah,
moves down, does not cast Mist Walking.
yeah. That's maybe an interesting decision. Maybe he knows like, oh, my opponent could Alcuin it back. It's a slightly awkward that his opponent had Bangle instead.
Yeah. He didn't want to give his opponent a free copy of Mistwalking the way he had just gotten one in the last match. I liked how Gil4 just danced all the way up to the top and then right back down with the Bengal of Binding Strike. This is kind of weird, but it reminded me of how the Hammer Brothers move on the map in Super Mario 3.
Yeah. I will say, like, this is a really awkward. If Utra had actually used Mistwalking last turn, he could have played an Alcuin back and gotten his Mistwalking back. Like, he would have been 2 spaces ahead with a guy on the board. Like, I don't know, looking back whether it was the right play to hold off on it or not, but
Yeah, you probably just have to say this play is stronger if he doesn't have Bangle.
yeah. And the fact that his opponent is now getting to play this Alcuin is really
And
brutal.
get a Mist Walking.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I think he's gonna wait to use this because I think he wants to save up this mana for next turn.
Yeah, because now on his next turn, he'll be able to move onto the mana, Lore Master, get the Mist Walking. So what they're doing now is this chain reaction is now started in the Songhai Mirror, where they're each going to keep recycling the same copy of Mist Walking back and forth.
Can Gil4 win on his next turn?
Let me see.
I think so.
You move forward with the Bangle, then you move again. You Mist Walking into the corner, and then he's got another Mist Walking in hand, and he's got a Silhouette Tracer.
I think this is lethal.
Oh my god! I think he does win here.
It's the fastest I've ever seen. Holy cow!
Dear Lord. Yeah, because he's got enough mana for it. He can Mist Walking, and then you Silhouette Tracer back up, and then you Mist Walking into the final corner.
That was
Gil4.
the fastest I've ever seen. Holy cow! That was incredible.
Well played.
If you're just joining us, the games have been much more interesting than that game. That match was maybe the most uninteresting of the matches because it was 2 very hyper-tuned hyper-focused decks, both going against one another, and one of them getting what's essentially a god hand, just like bloop, go around the board. And how much did Bangle get? Bangle netted him, I guess, 6 extra spaces over the course of the game. How is that too good for 3 mana? I really want to sit down and think about, like, is this going to be too powerful for future Amazing Races?
It depends on, because we had talked about this a little bit earlier, right? There's a couple factions in Duelyst, Lion-R and Van-R, that have access to spells that stun your opponent, right? And keep them from moving entirely for a turn. They have huge provoke minions that keep your opponent locked down in the spot as well. And so I think that those 2 factions happen to be underrepresented in today's Amazing Race, and this has really allowed the power of Bangle of Blinding Strike to shine.
Yeah.
We'll have to see in the next Amazing Race if people start teching in Rust Crawlers, the minions that when you play it, it will instantly destroy the artifact.
Well, I mean, we've seen the last 2 matches, we've seen Rust Crawlers in people's hands. I mean, it seems like a strong card.